Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Thursday. So, as you know, it seems like now it's going to be like compulsory for me to do like German 30 as I started with it as a few days ago. So I'm just happy because I have some entries here and I see that we are in a very nice, very nice profit, you see. So, but this was there even yesterday, if you still remember, but the market was just playing around. If you still remember, the market was like going down. So why I already sent the signal. Don't think maybe I did not send the signal. Let me check the profits. Maybe I will do a screenshot here, but I don't think I will do that since it will make this video very long. So I don't want a very long videos. So let's see. Okay, yeah, it's moving. It's really moving. Okay, so why maybe I draw something like this, or maybe the reason behind this is, remember guys, we follow like trends. We follow like trends. So here we see a very nice straightforward uptrend. Firstly, when you check the market, before you even draw the lines, you should identify whether the market is going up or the market is going like down, something like this. So that will help you. And once you see something like that, it's where you're going to say, okay, since I see something like this, it means I'm only going to focus only on buy. Like when we see something like this, we only focus on buy positions only. You see, only buy positions. So if maybe the market was going down, we were going to look for only sell positions. So from here we started to draw whatever that we used to draw every day, the strategy. If maybe you are not the first time, if it's your first time here, we follow the trend trading, guys. It's like trend following. So we draw the trends, and then when the market reaches our support, is where we start to do it, to have those nice buys. But we don't just jump. We wait for several candlesticks to happen, or maybe for the market to bounce back. Then our pending order will be around here. Then we will be in a very nice profit after that, you see. So I don't think maybe there is something crazy or a miracle that is happening here, guys, because I just when I just like this strategy because there is like higher probability. You can see the market, once the market reaches this area, the market pushes up. Once the market reaches this area, the market pushes up. Once you can see that. So that's what I like about the strategy, you see. So it's not like maybe you need to like have some complicated strategy. Even the simplest like this can also give you some nice profits, you see. So you don't need to go crazy on the strategy side. What matters most is how are your risk management, whatever stuff like that. Those are the ones which they going to really affect your strategy. So yeah, let's go straight to the one and only NASDAQ. NASDAQ, let's see what happens on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is now playing around. I think this type of moves, they will end up showing us like a buy, because you can see now the market is just playing around. Maybe we might see another some, because I see a breakout at the moment. I see a breakout. So let me make this big so that you can see. Okay, you can see now it's very close, guys. So what do we see here? We see that we had this support line here. Then the support line was like slowly broken, and we see that the market is now trying to retest that. But we will have to see that, because you can see this area, it also acts as our support. So there is a possibility that maybe the market is going to respect this area. Maybe the market is going to respect this area. So we don't know. So for you to say, oh, now I'm selling and this and that, because Guys, if we say the market is overbought, it doesn't mean that the market won't go up. Nah? So you should know that, okay, yeah, we see like we have something like a support here. Only that if it's broken, we can say, and we still going to wait for something like a retest and say, okay, now we can just continue with our sell. But if that doesn't happen, it means we are still bullish. We are still bullish because the market can just play around here and continue with the bullish momentum. You see, so that way it's how we going to trade. You see, we don't just think and say, okay, just because the market broken the support, it's time to sell. No, it's not time to sell. We still have to wait for other confirmations. Before that, you can see that you see a support, you should draw that. It means if you were like planning to place your sell order here, just wait for the market to break, because this is also, we don't know which one actually the market is respecting, because when we do this, we just look for the probabilities. So it means you might find that maybe the market is looking for this area. So you usually looking for this area and think maybe, I mean this one, and you think maybe the market will never come back there, to find out that the market was trying to create something like this, or like something like this here. You can see the market created something like that even here. So maybe the market is trying to create something like that again, you see. But since this is broken, this support is broken, we need to take that out and see and start to do a very fresh analysis. But let me just remove this too, or let's just use a bigger time frame. I just want to see. You can see here, or let me just leave it like that. You can see that this was a very nice support. You can see now the market is creating something like that, and even on a 4-hour time frame, you can see there's a zone where the market was just respecting. You see that? So there's a chance that the market can still respect this area and push up, or maybe it can create something like this. We don't know, but what we know is we need to follow the market structure. Wait for the market to present itself to you, then act from that. Don't just say you just predict and say, ah, no, I know yesterday it did this and that. Don't be a guru. Then that way it's how you're going to make it. You see? So let's go straight, please, guys. Before we go to on USD, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share, ask any question that you want to ask. Maybe if you want to join the team, guys, I've been showing people that it's $15, only $15 to join my VIP group. You see, only $15. If you can't afford $15, I don't think maybe you even qualify to trade, or maybe you just need to save for 6 months, then come back maybe with something and say, you know what, Kenzo, I have $15 and I also have $1,000 that I need to trade with, because sometimes we just force things. It's possible to trade with a very small amount. You can even start from 20 or 10. It's just a matter of your psychology. Do you how much do you want to reach, or maybe you understand your account size. If you understand your account size, it means you're not going to overload your account. Why? Because you're not thinking about making million within 2 days or 3 days. So every cent that you make will count. But there's people who don't want to make that. Somebody have like only $20, but they just want to make $200. You can see that it's like pure gambling. So we don't do that. So you should also know that because sometimes we just like to dream today dream, and it's fine today dream sometimes, but uh, sometimes those things waste your time, because you just always deposit, you blow, because sometimes you don't blow just because maybe you don't know what you are doing. Sometimes you blow just because your account size is very small, and when it comes to uh, lot size, you don't even know what to do. You don't know actually what you are doing. You just place those crazy lot sizes, then you end up losing. But if your account is bit at least maybe $500, even $200 is much better, guys. Even as long as you go into use a very small lot size, or find a broker that doesn't go crazy, especially when we trade NASDAQ or US30, or avoid those things. Avoid GBP pairs, avoid gold, avoid NASDAQ, avoid like indices. Just focus maybe on Euro USD, those major pairs, but without GBP. Then you can just start with 0.01 and just grow your small account, you see. But some people, they don't see that, they just want to go crazy, so then you end up losing, you see. So what do we see here? I see that it's US30 is 4-hour time frame. So the market has been respecting this resistance zone for some time now. So, and this is our very strong support. So around here we had also a support, but I think it was somewhere here. So we need to go check that on a bit smaller time frame so that we can understand what we can get or what we can see different from what we see at the moment, because I no longer see that support actually. We had something like, I think it was like this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was something like this. I think it will still make sense if we throw something like that. Let's try that. So guys, it's really good to don't be afraid to try things, but when you try, make sure if you don't have knowledge about those things, make sure you acquire the knowledge first. Most of the knowledge is free, guys. We teach these things for free. You can learn, you can ask me for the strategy. I will just give you the strategy for free, you see, and you can still learn from me for free. You see, you only pay me only when maybe you want to get the signals from me. Actually, we don't sell any course. I don't sell course. I don't do that. So it's quite easy. It's quite easy. When okay, so on US30, anything we see something like this. So, but remember, guys, this is not like a very strong support. But we have to do that. But don't rely on that. So maybe the market will push up, I don't know, down, whatever. So the best thing that you can do, just avoid the market at the moment, unless maybe the market reaches this area. Maybe you can think about selling. You can say, okay, now it's time to sell, something like that. Maybe now it's time to sell. But without that, I don't think maybe you are forced to be in the market, because you end up losing while you see that things that are not like really as what you want. You saw on German 30, everything was just perfect. So here, not everything is perfect here. You can see that the market is just playing around. There's this zones here. There is this ones here. There is, if you try to connect this one, so there is so many lower lows, lower highs. I mean, there's so many which they end up confusing. So it's not like we forced to just focus on US30 even if we don't see anything, you see. So the best way is just keep to the next pair and try, or instrument, and try to check that if maybe there is something different or something that you can enjoy trading. So I already did German 30. So let me check gold. Let me check gold. Let me see something. Let me just close some of my profits. So, okay. So we are on gold now, guys. So gold is also like acting like US30, if you realize that. So they are like really correlating. But what do we see here? I see that there's something something like this here. I don't know if you see that, something like a resistant. But remember, firstly, I said when you open your chart, you should able to identify the trend. What do you see here? Obviously, I think maybe you can see that. What I see an uptrend, even if the move is like going away from our support. Let's see that again. I changed the time frame, so you can see that okay, we have something like this. You see, we have something like this where the market was just playing. So actually, when the market is playing above your support, just know that okay, if the market is playing above the support, it means I only look for what? For buy positions only. Then that it means you reduce your job for looking for something maybe where to sell. You see, that confusion, I know that confusion is crazy. You end up thinking maybe like you're crazy if you just search for buy sell everywhere. When you open gold, okay, now I'm just looking for a buy, it means I'm just waiting for the market to reach this area, then I can say I'm going to buy. So I see there was an area. If you connect this area and this one, they made something like this and the market respected that. Yes, I see that, but I still think that the market is actually on a very nice uptrend. I think this area, I think that gold can still reach this area before we can see the market is going to go up. But that we can also place that and say, okay, Kenzo, just because we had that before, we can say, okay, let's have something like that. It's a breakout actually. Obviously, maybe the market maybe will come back here and retest and push up, but the overall picture is what? Is the market is going up, unless the market goes lower and lower and lower until we see the market breaking here. You see, then we will say, okay, now it's time to what? To sell. But at the moment, it's quite obvious, it's quite straightforward. We just need to we just need to look for only buy positions, right? I hope you understand that. So guys, don't forget to smash subscribe button. I really like to see progress on something that I do. Especially I dedicated myself every day to give you some good stuff. So I hope you can also do that. Like, share. You know, when you like or when you subscribe, actually YouTube algorithm is going to offer this video to other people, you see. So which means the account is now growing, you see. That's why I used to say, guys, subscribe. It's not like maybe I'm making money. No, I'm not making money, and it's not all about money. It's not all about money, so it's all about helping. I like to eat with everyone because I've been in the same situation where I did not have a mentor, whatever, and when I go to YouTube, I don't find some nice analysis, so I have to do that myself. So I think I need to remove this. Let me remove this, so that we can have a very nice clear picture. Okay. So what do you see here is we had a very nice uptrend. This is US oil, guys. Those who don't know it, this is US oil. So we were on a very nice, very nice or straightforward support. You can see that. So the market was just doing some simple moves, but guess what? Since the market showed that okay, we were just eating very easily here, the market decided to what? To break that support. So after a support, what do we expect? We expect the market to come, retest, and maybe push lower. But here we see something. We see something that okay, the market is breaking, coming back as a retest. Then we see that the market is now creating something like that. So we just need to go to a bit smaller time frame and understand that because let's see if I draw something from here and let me start from here. We need to connect like recent. Okay, we need to connect like recent points So this might be like changing to a downtrend, guys, because we see that our the market just broken our support. So, but this level, do we have something when we look to our left? Let's try that. Maybe we will find something. Let's see. It seems like we have something on our left. Let's see. It seems like we have something on our left, and that might also help. But don't just focus on your left every day, because if you always do that, you will always find a point that you can connect with. But once the market created something like this, it gives us some clues that okay, maybe the market sorry, maybe the market will respect these areas here, you see. But if you look to your left, look, there's an area here, there's an area here, there's an area here. There are so many areas that you can focus on. So you don't have to confuse yourself with those things. But once you did something like this, don't say, okay, maybe the market respected exactly this area. No, why the market did not respect this area, why the market did not respect this area. It means we just have to wait and say, okay, the market respected this area, but what we see is the market respected this several times. Several times, you can see that. But this one is like new to us, even if we broken the support. So it means maybe the market is now trying to create something like that. You can see those who like to say double uh, the M's and double bottom or whatever, something like that. So they will see something here. I don't really trade with that. I used to, the time I started, I used to identify charts as uh, they call double tops and stuff like that. So I forgot some of them. So since I use I think this is perfect. I use my trend lines, you see. But maybe that can create something like this, where the market is now doing something like this. Do you see that? Or let me just do that in a good way. Let me just remove this since we broken that. See something like this. Maybe the market is creating something like this. We don't know, but we seen that's what the market did. Maybe the market wants to create something like this. See, we don't know, but we will wait and see if the market is reaching this area or not. If it's reaching this area or not, you see. But it's fine. We don't have to do anything at the moment. We just need to wait for the market to give us, if you don't understand something on the market, don't force the market to do things that you want. You just wait for the market to present itself to you. You see, wait for the market to present itself to you so that you can trade nicely, without, it's very nice when the market respects, especially what we have drawn, and mostly when you wait for the market to reach those areas that you drawn. You don't have to jump and then the market comes and confirm while you are in the trade. So that way you end up paying the price uh, for doing things very fast. So we don't need to pay the price like every day. So I need to remove this. I don't think it's a really good idea to place it there. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Since this thing is changing the direction, it's fine. We will see what will happen. So let's go to the last one, which is Euro USD, guys. The market, let's see. I just closed. Okay, I just closed DEX and now it's pushing higher. It's fine. I made something still early. Okay. What do we see on Euro USD? I think it's quite simple, straightforward. Let me write this for you because some people they just like to just scan the chart and the video, so they don't really watch the video. So when they do that, they will see, okay, now I'm on Euro USD. So this is it's a 1 hour time frame, guys, and also it's quite simple. It doesn't, I don't think maybe I had to push maybe and change the time frame. I think it's quite straightforward. What do we see? I see that, okay, the market is on a very nice uptrend. It means now dollar is now becoming very, very, very weak. So it means this way, it means like euro is pushing up. It means it's stronger, and USD is now weak. If euro is very strong, you will see the market going lower, you see. So what do we see? We see that the market was creating something like this nicely, but what do we see? We see that, okay, maybe sometimes the market will just take time. Look at these areas, look at these areas, and here sometimes the market will take time to reach our support. So what do we do? How can we capitalize from that? When the market creates something like that, mostly we can have something like this. We can have something like this, where the market will just give us some clues. You can see the market is creating something like this. Boom, 1 2 3, boom, 1 1 1, boom, something like this. So you should know that, because the market won't always come to the support. So the market will create something like, I don't know if I will be able to draw this nicely. Let me start from here. Something like this, something like this. So the market mostly, it will create something like break, 1 2 3, break, 1 2 3, break. This, on an overall picture, this thing is a very nice uptrend. So while the market is moving up like that, there's areas where the market won't touch the support. So I think I'll have to do a separate video for that if I have some time, because sometimes people, they will miss trades, very nice trades like this, while they're waiting for the market to reach the support. So you can see here, you can see the market won't always come here, you see, but we know that, okay, this is our strongest support, but there is also structures that we can identify from this. That's why there's too much information when we do our trading. So I think this video is very long, so I don't need to add anything on this video. So I'll just add my disclaimer, then we're done. I'm uploading the video as quick as possible. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share, tell your family, your friends that there's a guy called Kenzo out there who is doing some nice video, and tell them to subscribe, and if they want some signals, you can also let them know. Check my description, you will find my contacts, and you can just let me know if you want to be in my team. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Bow.